Jason, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 183 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A first down carry for Barkley. Into the secondary again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 42 yards. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. They're going to run it with Barkley. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. To try again after the sack, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. From the 24, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Touchdown! Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Giants add on to their lead. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do act.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down, being chased out left. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result,